What is up, y'all boys and girls? As you can see, you got the mic today. A little different. I got the glasses. I just pulled up to the beach. It's actually a pretty busy, or just not like busy, but like packed day, man. At the beach, I had to come all the way down to the excess parking, and now I have to walk all the way down to the beach. But I kind of want to do the intro right now because I've never recorded that in public. See how that goes. Shouldn't be any different. But I think we're gonna get a nice little walking scenery. I actually might not even go to the beach. I actually might just. I saw a little path, but I might go take that, start recording there. But yeah, today's video is gonna be a little different. I wanted to try something new. You know, kind of spice it up and try and attract more people and test out the microphone. So hopefully this goes well. So, I'm gonna go ahead pop out the car, find a little trail, and then start it back up again, and get to yapping. All right, so we're back. Um, I found a little trail. And I think I'm just gonna walk here since I low key had to park pretty far. You know, I usually be coming down. It's Sunday, so it's my rest day. Usually, like to go for little runs on the beach, soak in the sun and all that. And so I decided, I wanted to do a video out in nature for a while. So why not test a new mic and come out and record a little video? So actually, I thought this was a little path I've never been on before, but it's actually a nice little outdoor dog park. But it does have a trail, so I'll just walk and follow and record my video. You know. Anyways, guys, the idea that's kind of been on my head recently and like predominantly, especially with my beliefs and all of that. Um, Not here to push any of that, but it's just the whole idea of actually, yeah, I mean, kind of just removing limiting beliefs and living in faith over fear. Now, that has nothing to do with religion because honestly, I'm not really a follower of religion, but it's just the idea of, you know, kind of looking at the upside rather than the downside, especially if it's with something you want to do. Kind of like this this little YouTube journey, this documenting. Oh, got bit on my damn shoulder. But yeah, even like with this journey, I can record all these videos, get the bare minimum views on like the start of my journey, and then just kind of just live in fear of, oh, it's not gonna work out. Or I can remove those limiting beliefs because those beliefs quite literally limit me on one, enjoying my craft. And that's what I would say would be the biggest one. Just the fact that it quite literally limits you to enjoy what you're doing. And that should be the number one focus. Two, it actually limits you from continuing. And it demotivates you. It kind of makes you not want to continue driving. And if I switch it over to even like the gym, and you kind of live in fear that you're being judged. One, you're not doing it for yourself, and you kind of demotivate yourself to keep going and strive to be better and work on yourself. So that's why I really think it's really important. But the main reason I bring it up is because I have big dreams and I have big goals. And I hope that the people around me also have big dreams and big goals. And sometimes like, and I think we're all guilty of this, to kind of not think that we could make it as high as other people, or, you know, that we're kind of stuck in the situation we're in. And that's why I wanted to make this video about removing those limiting beliefs, because it's quite literally like that one experiment. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's one where these scientists literally put fleas in a jar, and then they kept jumping out, because I don't know if you know, but fleas, they just hop around like little fuckers. But then they put a lid on the jar, and they were only able to jump as high as that lid, and they couldn't get out, obviously, because it was closed. Anyways, a couple days, weeks, I'm not too sure, goes by, and the uh they open up the jar, and now they can't even jump out, because they were quite literally conditioned to not be able to jump that high. That I brought that up because I feel like it kind of plays into the belief of, for so long they were kind of just stuck in a position where they couldn't jump out of the jar. And then it eventually got to the point, oh dang, a couple bugs out here, but not gonna let them ruin this video. Anyways, yeah, no, it got to the point where they just, like, for so long they couldn't jump that high, and then when the opportunity arises, their beliefs, and I don't know, like, if the bugs believe anything, but I'm using this as an example. Quite literally, even when the opportunity arises and they're actually able to jump out of that jar, you know, the condition that they had wouldn't let them go above their limits, their previous limits. So yeah, I like to wrap that into the sense of, if you hold on to those limiting beliefs, then it's quite literally in the description of a limiting belief. It limits you on your capabilities and possibilities. So that's why I made that other video about the importance of keeping a positive outlook, you know, because thought and emotions, your thoughts and your emotions are kind of like your brain's form of energy. And if you know the saying where energy goes, oof, I actually fucked that up. You need to have good intentions, positive intentions, and beliefs that things could actually work out. Because now I can bring up the saying, it says, where attention goes, energy flows. Intentions, attention, or whatever. But once you have that control of breaking those limiting beliefs and putting your attention and your intentions on what you want to happen and the positive outcomes to succeed those goals of whatever you want, the energy can actually start flowing and things can actually start happening without those limiting beliefs. If you hold on to those limiting beliefs, sorry to tell you, but they're only gonna limit you. I'm not saying this like I'm some guru. Like, obviously, I had to have seen this happen. This is a lot of stuff that I like to read about and just watch videos on, people talk about. And I've also experienced it from my own life. And, my failures have shown me. And luckily, I'm able to reflect on that type of stuff and learn from it. So now that I've done that, and I've actually started this little documenting video journey, um, I can now speak on it and hopefully help other people and enjoy myself at the same time, because like I always say, it's good to hear this from myself, because it's another form of self-reflection. And I make videos on topics that are on my mind, so I can kind of clear them up for myself and maybe introduce them to someone else who might be going through something similar. All that being said, another great video. Happy to get out in nature and kind of go for a walk and take the camera with me. Test out the new mic. Hopefully it did well, so I could keep using this. And a lot of my people and my family and people that I have been with always tell me that I got to speak up and speak clear, and that's one part of me trying to work on my communication. But at the same time, I kind of just have a monotone voice, which hopefully, you know, the right crowd likes, because I know it pisses some people off, and that's to them. But hopefully, this microphone also helps with that, and just makes my videos that much crisp, quality. We need that quality. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the video. Let's soak in the nature. Just walking on this trail. Hell yeah. You should get out in nature. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice just to step out of the box that we're put in. But that's not what we're gonna get into. We're closing out the video. If you clicked on the video, thank you. Watch to the end. I love you. Not saying I don't love that other person, but thank you for watching the full video. If you liked it, that made me happy. But we're gonna keep going on this journey, living faith over fear, and um, only get better as we go. So that all that being said, I love y'all. Don't forget to love yourself, though. That's the most important. And I hope y'all have a fantastic day.